Alright guys, this is Mr. Koi. So my UV filtration light came. It is big enough for an 8,000 gallon pond, and I only have 600 gallons. So this should clear it up pretty quick. So what you're seeing right now is kind of like the green tint. That's the algae buildup inside of there. And what the UV light does is like it sunburns the algae. So as the algae flows through it, I'll bring you over to it here. I'm not sure if you can see this thing here. Alright, you see that light right there? That's showing that it's on. I'll give you another look over on this side. Right over there. You see the light coming through on the tube? I'll let you know that it's on. So what happens is, as the water flows through it, the individual cells of algae gets sunburned with the UV light. And then what you'll start to notice is inside your pond that the algae, as it gets sunburned, it tries to collect and gather with each other. Is kind of like a save me method. It's trying to revive itself, so it attaches to other algae. But as it keeps going through there, eventually you'll see the pond clear up. So it's been doing pretty good. I don't know if you've seen any of my other videos, but the pond was filthy. So what I did was I cleaned my filtration. I built that, and I got my UV light over there. So we'll see what happens from there. So what you want to do normally on your pond, guys, is you want to do a water change. People say it all depends on the fish load in your pond. Most people say 2 a month is great. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do about 150 gallons every week. So I got 600 gallons, so every month technically I'd have a new pond. My turnover rate on my pond will be fresh. What that allows it to do is it allows your fish to grow, is because you're getting the pheromones out of the pond that the fish actually expel from out of their pores. So it allows them to grow, it allows them to be healthier, it gets rid of the parasites. That's also another plus for the UV light, is it doesn't also kill algae, but it'll kill the parasites. So it's kind of, some people don't like it and some people do like it, for the simple fact that it kills all algae. So even the beneficial bacteria that you have in your pump, it'll kill that as well, because it's taking all of it as a single cell. Each individual cell that's moving through that light gets destroyed. So it all depends on how you feel about it. You can still add beneficial bacteria to your pond, but just know that it will get destroyed. So you figure out the balance between your pond or not. I went with just go ahead and killing all the algae. Is because fish don't really rely on the algae as much, especially in the hotter climates. If you're feeding them more, it's because when it gets hotter, it speeds up their metabolism and it makes them want to eat more. So in return, what you do is you feed them more. So this way you won't really have to worry about them eating the algae. Now what I will say is, around the winter time, or when it's starting to cool down, you turn that off. And what it does is it'll build up bacteria. This is only for if you're keeping your fish outside. What happens is it'll develop algae at the bottom. So in the colder months, they'll be able to eat and nibble, so they're not burning too much fat on their bodies. So that's also what you have to take into consideration. Now, you don't want to run your UV light all day every day. You just want to run it to the point where you see your water is clean and it doesn't have that greenish or brownish tint to it. And you'll know, you'll see, depending on the size pump that you have or the wattage that you have of your UV light, how many days you can run it and turn it off Then if you see that tint starting to come back, then you turn it on again for those couple of days, and that should do the job. Frank, our little turtle here, is a eastern box turtle, and a lot of people say, oh, he's not supposed to be in there. Well, actually it's a she, and she likes the water. Oddly, out of all eastern box turtles that I've had many of them, she is the only one that actually likes water. She'll sit up there, she'll eat all day, and when she's ready to go for a swim, she gets off, she goes for a swim, and she gets right back up there. So for you turtle lovers or reptile lovers, she likes the water. Alright, this is Mr. Koi signing out.